Good evening, and welcome to podcast numero cinco. That means 5.
Yes, it means 5.
I fear that once we hit past 10, I'm not going to know how to say it in Spanish anymore.
Really?
Maybe, what is once, doce?
Once, doce, trece, catorce,
Trece, catorce, quince. Siete, say?
Dieciséis, dieciséis. Something like that.
All right, well,
I wasn't good at Spanish in high school.
I think by the time we get to the next one, I'm just not going to say what number anymore because I almost forgot what number it was this time.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give up on that.
Okay.
Today was fun. We got to go to Lush. How'd you like Lush?
Lush is an amazing store. It's very small in there, but has all types of handmade soaps and body scrub and those bath bombs that you put in a bubble bath and they explode into beautiful sparkly colors. And what did you think of Lush being a man, Ryan?
Well, you know, you walk in and there's like 20 to 30 young women shopping there.
20 to 30? You can't even fit that many people in there.
I don't know. There was like 20.
I'd say 15, 10.
All right, whatever.
All right.
But it was interesting. I mean, I bought a few things for myself. You showed me the lip balm.
You got the mint julep lip scrub.
Lip scrub, exactly.
You get to put it on your lips and you like massage it in, and then you get to lick it off after because it's edible.
Feels like it exfoliates your lips. There's like feels like those little beads that you get in those body washes with beads.
And you can eat it because it's all natural. How cool is that?
It is cool. Also, I got a beard and facial wash.
Yeah, they even have stuff for guys there. I don't think a lot of men know that it's also a very open store for males as well.
One of my friends, actually, a dude. No, I'm not going to say names, but he knew of it, and he said he would spend money there, but I never see guys in there.
No.
Very rare.
Men work there.
It's interesting, the girls all say their boyfriends use the product. I feel like I've heard that every time we've asked about something.
Well, I think the girls buy it, and then the males mooch off of the product at home once the girls bring it home.
Maybe the girl
go
wants
into the store on their own.
Maybe the girl wants him to use the product.
It smells amazing.
But it does. I definitely think it's a great spot. I have been not shaving my beard for quite some time now.
Ryan tried to attempt No Shave November, and he hasn't shaved his beard since. He has that little lumberjack thing going on right now.
I did have to get it shaped up a little bit, but it's definitely closer to lumberjack.
Tell him about the new haircut you got.
I almost got a high top fade, but I didn't want such a skin fade look on my sides and back of my head. So similar to the Justin Timberlake haircut, what was it at the Grammys?
I don't know. I get the Grammys, Oscars, whatever it's called.
Whatever was recent.
Where he did his performance. Yes.
Did you see the video online where he gave a fist bump to the first 2 people on the way in?
Yeah, I saw the video.
And the third person he misses completely.
Ooh, fail. I didn't see that part.
And I think the third person just looked like
what the?
Maybe not. It wasn't in a suit, I don't think. I'm not sure who he was, but like Justin didn't even touch him.
That's funny.
It was funny. The video is funny.
You're funny.
Interesting. You were telling me earlier about that Alanis Morisette song. How?
After we did the last podcast about her, we decided to go to Barnes & Noble, and we bought a few old school CDs.
Who does that anymore?
Us.
Who out there does that anymore?
Ryan got Nirvana.
You know you're right.
Yeah, all the classics. And I picked out Alanis The Collection. I think that's what it's called. And it just has all of her, best hits on it.
She said she had a hard time putting them together. Yeah,
there was a little note on the inside of the CD, which is pretty cool, and she wrote about, it was really hard for her to pick which ones meant the most to her and stuff like that.
Seriously, who downloads CDs? I mean, who buys CDs anymore?
Write it in the comments if you do.
Because you're still cool if you do. I do it all the time for people I want to support.
Yeah, definitely. So, we were researching more songs by her because we really like to learn about what lyrics are about. And one of her most popular songs, I'm sure a lot of you know of, is Oughta Know. Right, Ryan?
I know the song Oughta Know. It's one of her most famous ones. Most people probably do know that one.
Yes. And it has some pretty PG-13 quotes in it.
PG-13, not R?
Could be rated R, but I'll read them off.
Big difference.
I'll read them off. And
okay.
Then we'll talk about who they're rumored to be about.
Interesting.
Quote, is she perverted like me? Would she go down on you in a theater? Unquote.
I'm going to go rated R on that one.
Okay. Maybe it's rated R then.
Because the going down part, I think you're going out of PG-13.
Okay, it's rated R.
Just that one. I'll see if the others are rated.
Quote, every time I scratch my nails down someone else's back, I hope you feel it. Well, can you feel it?
Rated R.
Unquote.
Rated R. That's 2 rated R's right there.
And this song, Oughta Know, according to Wikipedia, I don't know if you could trust Wikipedia.
It's the only verifiable source that I'd ever trust.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding. I do enjoy it, though.
Here she says, I've never talked about who my songs were about, and I won't, because when I write them, they're written for sake of personal expression. So with all due respect to whoever may see themselves in my songs, and it happens all the time, I never really comment on it because I write these songs for myself and not other people. And this song was rumored to be about Dave Coulier, or Coulier.
However you say that, that's the dude
Joey from Full House.
The dude that held his hand up a chipmunk's ass for like 3 seasons.
Was rumored to be about this song, about nail scratching backs and going down on in theaters. And it says, Dave is alternately admitted to and denied being the subject of this song, but Bob Saget said in an interview that it seems like it was about Dave.
Bob Saget can be a real ass, though, I think, in real life. And interestingly enough, how could he have admitted it and then denied it?
Yeah, I don't know. That's what it says, according to Wikipedia. But who believes in that?
I believe.
So, Bob Saget... It's so funny how he played, like, the most loved dad on television, but then if you ever watch one of his comedy acts, he's, like, so vulgar.
Super
and, like,
dark.
One of the most, like, curses and...
I think it's hilarious.
It's crazy.
I think after I first watched him do live, I was so shocked. I was so disappointed at first. Like, I was like, oh, no. The dad I never had is on Full House, and I like him.
Dad I never had.
No, obviously I'm joking. But, like, you know, I think everybody understands. He was, like, the cool, like, awesome father on TV, and then when I first saw him do, like, stand-up, I almost cried. I felt so bad. I was like, how could this be?
My life is a lie.
But then I actually enjoyed his other comedy, and I started watching Full House again.
Who didn't like Full House? Please tell me if you did not like Full House.
Who likes Fuller House is the better question.
Well, now Netflix did the spin-off Fuller House. It's okay because it brings back some of those flashback memories of watching Full House.
That's enjoyable when they do that.
But all these new characters, it's funny still.
Okay, Rico? Is that his name? Gibby's...
You're thinking of Rico from... What is it?
There's a Disney show with Rico.
Yeah, Rico, that's what I'm thinking
of.
Miley Cyrus?
Yeah.
Hannah Montana, there's a Rico in that. That's what you're thinking of. I knew you were thinking of that.
And what was the brother's name? Hannah Montana's brother? Jackson worked for Rico.
Yes, the little guy.
Out in the little, like, cabana house that they sold
I knew you were thinking of that.
Drinks from.
But back to Fuller House.
Yeah, back to that.
You like Kimmy's
husband is hilarious.
You
on that
like
show.
the youngest, not the baby boy, but the other boy, Max. You
Max.
like him, yeah.
He's funny. It's okay, but I can't sit through too many episodes.
No.
It sucks.
And it doesn't suck.
It sucks when you sit through too many.
Compared to, growing up on Full House.
I could sit through one. I could sit through two, maybe three tops. But once we get past 3 episodes, it's not happening. It's not happening.
Yeah, we watch like 2 or 3 in a row, but then we have to stop.
So, I don't recommend it really for people. If they didn't love Full House, you're not going to like Fuller House. If you loved Full House, you'll like Fuller House.
What other, old shows do you wish they would bring back?
Dick Van Dyke.
That's good.
But they can't bring it back because Mary Tyler Moore recently died.
Oh, so sad. We watched a documentary about that a couple weeks ago.
But I mean, if I could bring back old shows, we'd bring.
That's a very.
I'd
old
want
show. I'm talking about 90s shows.
I want a new sitcom. Actually, I've thought about this for a while. I want a new black and white comedy sitcom on TV.
That would be so cool. If
I want the old school feel.
A black and white nowadays.
Yeah, I think it would be dope.
Yeah, that is dope.
One day, maybe I'll do it. Unless somebody just stole the idea.
Yeah, you just gave it away.
Well,
what about
if you ever see that, you know that was my idea.
How they do the 90s Nick on some, that one channel now. In the hundreds channels. There's 90s Nick and it has all the old shows. Hey Arnold.
Yeah, but I want a brand new, really crisp, ABC7 sitcom done in black and white. Kind of with an old school feel to it.
Yeah. I guess.
Is that asking too much? Are we going back to Happy Days?
No, that's a good idea.
Maybe it's a terrible idea. You tell us.
I just
in the comments.
Rugrats. We watched Rugrats the other night.
Please subscribe. Rugrats is a great cartoon. I do miss that.
You're a great cartoon.
We forgot to mention something we wanted to mention, which I had no idea. One of Alanis Morissette's songs, by the way, had Flea as the bass guitarist.
Yeah, we looked that up today. Which one was that? That's also You Ought to Know. The same one. That's about Dave. Flea is the...
Is that true?
Yep. Flea does the bass guitar in that song from the
wild.
Red Hot Chili Peppers. So
and Dave, the guitarist, is in there too.
So that makes it even cooler.
I don't think Dave is the guitarist
No,
now.
not anymore.
I think it's Josh. I want to say Josh.
I think it's Josh.
Okay. Must be Josh. So we recently, also today actually, we went to Walmart.
Yeah.
Took a little trip to Walmart.
First time we went to Walmart in probably a year. We don't go to Walmart very often.
Usually go to Target.
Well, we don't go to Walmart because Ryan has a giant-ass diesel truck that can never fit anywhere.
Yeah.
And there's all those clearance bars in his truck he can never fit.
That's unfortunate, actually. If you hear some knocking in the background, that's Charlie.
Yeah, he's...
Charles.
Ryan's cockapoo.
Trying to get in on this conversation.
That's Ryan's cockapoo.
Yeah. Every time I have to tell somebody what kind of dog I have, it's just embarrassing.
Yeah, and everyone always laughs.
And everybody, either they laugh right away or they ask me to repeat it 4 times.
Yeah.
Like they want to hear me say it. It's so annoying.
Yeah, definitely. What were we just talking about?
Walmart. We went into Walmart.
So, yeah, usually Ryan's truck, we can't go anywhere because his big-ass truck can't fit. So we had to take my little car today. And we went to Walmart for the first time in over a year. And I think they stepped their game up in, quality of clothing and stuff like that. What do you think?
Women, she's saying for women.
Yeah.
I think that it's a step down for men.
Yeah, there was barely anything for guys compared to the women.
You could get a pair of jeans for a guy, but
when you
no
think
cool
of
summer stuff.
Walmart, no cool summer stuff at all for guys. No, you're right.
Yeah.
When you think of Walmart, though, you think of cheap clothes that aren't gonna last. And I tried some stuff on today, and it was like silk.
Some nice stuff.
You felt these things too. They were so nice, good quality, and the same exact type of quality at Target is over $30 versus $10 at Walmart. You see all those memes on Facebook and stuff that are like, the people of Walmart. And like, people are embarrassed to admit they shop at Walmart, but they got some good prices compared to other stores.
I'm not embarrassed to say anything.
Good for you. I like that about you.
I feel like people don't believe me when I say this, but I'm an open book.
He is.
For the most part, I'm an open book.
He doesn't care what anybody thinks about him. He will dress however the hell he wants. He has his whole body tattooed and will show off his tattoos whenever he wants. He will wear crazy Crocs. He does not care.
Not at all.
That's what I love about him. He's very unique.
She loves me. Walmart, one thing I couldn't get off my mind was that I think all these cheap products are coming from, not funny, it's not funny at all, but they're coming from places where they're probably making kids do all the work.
So sad.
And I just don't know. I feel like everything's corrupt.
Well, you're not sure. You can't just say that. You have no idea
I have
at all.
no facts or evidence.
No, you just
but
think.
I was like thinking a theory, like things are so cheap there that they must be from places where it's just like really low wages and not being treated correctly.
That's what's sad.
Maybe no environmental laws with these factories.
We've been watching Undercover Boss lately and seeing how
things can work.
Yeah.
But like, I know that if Walmart's getting things for so cheap, it's coming from other countries which might have more lax laws on their labor. So you could, maybe kids are working or maybe bad, unsafe conditions around them. So that bothers me a lot. So there's a side of me that really hates Walmart too, if that's going on.
But we don't know, and you can't just judge like that. You're completely making up something. You have no idea if it's true.
I'm jumping to conclusions.
You know what happens when you assume.
No, but there are conspiracy theories.
You make an ass out of you and me.
Yeah, but there are conspiracy theories that, big companies like that do, unfortunately. I mean, I did read a story about Nike using children to make something back in the day.
That's so sad.
It was like soccer balls, I think it was. And I did read about that. So it does happen, and it's unfortunate, and I hope it's not happening because I do enjoy the cheap prices at Walmart. I mean, I don't want to spend all my money.
Yeah.
But we live in a messed up world, to say the least, so I wouldn't be shocked. I would not be shocked. Last night, we got to see my pops, my father, perform with my brother-in-law and my good friend,
Eddie. Eddie! Oh my god, I just both that at the same time.
Jinx buy me a mansion this time.
You wish.
First of all, it was, let's just be outright. It was in the Bronx.
Yeah.
It was,
I've never really done anything in the Bronx before. I'm more of a, would you call it, I live in more of a suburby area?
Yeah, she's never been to the Bronx. I mean, she's been to cities in her own area, but she lives in suburbs. I live in a city, borderline suburb. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm kind of used to that area. There's train tracks over your head, and there's graffiti everywhere.
It was cool to experience that.
Different culture. It's cool.
Yeah, it was new, and I liked it a lot.
We went to an old Irish pub. Because in the Bronx back in the day, I think, and there still is, a lot of Irish people.
Oh, there's tons of Irish pubs by me in my suburb.
Yeah.
So.
But back in the day, I think that was a very Irish neighborhood, by the way, where we were.
Oh, okay.
So, you still got a lot of old-time Irish people still living in that neighborhood, enjoying those pubs. Anyway, my dad performed there, and the band is called Electric Sunrise, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right.
How do you not know the name of your own
I was
band?
in the band, too, for a while. I thought it was Sunshine for a second, but it's Sunrise. Electric Sunrise. And they did a great effing job.
It was amazing.
Really good.
Much better than I expected going into it. I knew they were going to be good, but...
2 thumbs up, Ryan and Mikki.
Yeah, Mikki and Rye.
Yeah, Mikki and Rye. I was doing like the 2 thumbs up, Roger and Roger?
I have no idea what you're even saying.
Movies. They're movie review people that give 2 thumbs up to
Rotten
movies.
Tomatoes.
No, that's new.
I know, I'm kidding. So, Electric Sunrise, we watched them perform, and I did a little bit of filming for them.
Mikki does great filming.
Thank you. That was nice.
She's nice, definitely, though. It came out very good. The sound quality was great.
They did all the classic, like Rolling Stones, Jumping Jack Flash, Sympathy for the Devil. They did Leonard Skinner's Free Bird, which was my favorite of the night. Ryan's dad got down on that guitar solo. It was so good.
It really was. His guitaring... Is that...
Guitaring.
I'm going to use that word.
Okay.
Hashtag guitar.
His
guitaring was like the guitaring of the dude from Incubus. I don't know if you've watched this. I think it's Sick Sad Little World, where they go into a heavy metal lead. And my dad was doing that lead, I feel, on Freebird.
He was doing a great guitar solo, and I mean, I think I took one video on my phone, the rest were on Ed's camera, so I can't post
They came out
those.
nice.
But maybe we could put a snippet of the one on my phone at the end of this video.
Maybe I'll post as a separate video.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
But definitely was good, and I feel like...
Describe, like, the bar scene in the club, if you would call it that.
So it's listen, it's right outside the door is the train overhead. Mm-hmm. And it's loud. You could hear it even behind the music that was playing sometimes.
When we first got in, we got there at like 9 p.m. There was no seats at all.
No, because it's just a L-shaped bar, and
like one pool table,
maybe 20 seats going around the L, and in the back maybe a few chairs, and in the front we had a few standalone chairs. So when we got there was absolutely nowhere to sit. You could hardly get to the bartender. There was one bartender.
Yeah.
And I think she was having a difficult time keeping up with like all of the
people
that were there.
Because they said Friday nights is their busiest night. They usually get like a lot of college kids there. And Saturday night is supposed to be more like relaxed and it's more of an older crowd. But there were a lot of people in there. There were some college kids in there too, and they were just loving the music. It was a great live performance.
It really was. Had a fun older crowd.
There was people dancing. I heard someone say they were in their 70s and they were up dancing. Someone even wrote on a napkin a request for Ryan's dad to play and handed them the napkin. Like
it really was insanity. People were yelling more cowbell from Saturday Night Live. That guy just kept yelling more cowbell.
It was a really fun night.
It was great. Oh, and the owner comes up and he grabs the mic. I mean, this dude is like reminded me of remember Jungle Book?
Yeah.
Do you remember the big orangutan?
Yeah.
He was like that because I guess he's older, his back probably hurts, his legs hurt. So every time he walked past things, he'd grab with his arms like...
He was so nice.
Like the orangutan,
Very nice guy.
grabbed onto all the things in the movie.
Right.
You remember that?
Very nice guy.
Super nice, but the orangutan was the king of the jungle, okay?
He comes up, grabs the mic, and what's he say?
He's like... Really? Can you believe it? Something like that. Like, can you believe these guys? Like, they're great. We never had people playing like this before. There
was people looking through the window at us.
College kids took out their phones. I mean, it was really... Yeah. At the height of it, I think there was like 45, 50 people there, but that's all that place could really fit.
Yeah, it was really
It was packed, and it was really good.
Every single person like there had their eyes on the music the whole time.
They really did.
It was like...
Or when they weren't, it was like very... They were having a great time.
I mean, I'm not usually the type of person that goes to bars, so I don't know if that's typically how it goes with live music, but they were really good for a live band.
No, they did fantastic.
For a bar scene.
They did fantastic.
Yeah.
We're actually, like, already almost at the mark we want to be for each podcast, but I did want to go over one more thing that I found. It's a little more touching.
All right.
Something to soften the mood.
Okay.
Something to give them a little tear.
Okay.
It's a tear jerker. It's a heartbreaker.
Heartbreaker, dream maker.
This is why the podcasts have been getting longer because we ramble on.
Yeah, we
but
just ramble. I'm a rambling man.
The national. Oh, this is a little more serious.
That was a song. I'm not a man. I'm a woman.
A teacher asked a 10-year-old boy in class to finish the phrase, quote, I am. But the boys' responses are tear-jerking responses.
Aww.
So I wanted to read that. The National Autism Association posted this.
My heart already has the feels.
I understand. It already does. I'm just trying to pull up the whole picture.
I don't even know what you're going to say yet, and my heart's already, like, melting.
So the mother wrote, and this is again on the Facebook of National Autism Association, quote, my 10-year-old son with Asperger's was asked to write a poem for school titled I Am, and he was given those first 2 words in every sentence. And this is what he wrote. I am odd, I am new, I wonder if you are too. I hear voices in the air, I see you don't and that's not fair. I want to not feel blue, I am odd, I am new. I pretend that you are too. I feel like a boy in outer space, I touch the stars and feel out of place. I worry what others might think. I cry when people laugh. It makes me shrink. I am odd, I am new. I understand now that so are you. I say I feel like a castaway. I dream of a day that's okay. I try to fit in. I hope that someday I do. I am odd, I am new.
That was amazing.
And it really is. Like, it tugs at the heart.
Definitely.
And it is amazing. And I wanted to end off on that because, this is a 10-year-old boy that wrote this, and that was, like, to me, a genius way to express his feelings.
And I bet there are millions around this world that feel that same way, like that they're just odd and they don't fit in. But if we all come together, all of the odd people, you know,
he wrote how it
we're
feels.
Not really odd.
He wrote how it feels to be quote unquote odd and out of place to feel quote like a boy in outer space. So I think that's empowering almost and very touching to hear that. So I wanted to end off on something sweet like that.
Yeah, that's a great way to end it.
But that's all the time we had tonight. We will be back, or I will be back. I will be back. I'm not good at that voice.
What is it?
Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'll be back.
No, that's not it.
It's
I'll be back.
No, we can't do it.
What is it?
You know who could do it? Carellington, and he might be on one of the next few podcasts. So have a great night, and we will talk to you soon.
Thanks for having me again.
Please like, comment, and subscribe. Good night.
Night.